You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, CBS soap opera fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and I want to talk about Bold and the Beautiful and about Sheila Carter and when will we see her inevitable escape from jail and who will she come for, because I personally think she's going to come for Steffy, Bill, and Taylor, and I think that's all going to be part of her revenge plan before she leaves town, and it's going to get really messy. I don't think she's going to have time to torment everyone, but I think these three people in specific, Steffy, Bill, and Taylor, are going to incur the wrath of Sheila. We'll dig into that in one moment. If you're not already subscribed to our channel, reach down, click that button to subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates on Bold and the Beautiful or your other CBS soap Y&R. And if you watch ABC and Peacock, we got those for you too. So definitely subscribe. Now let's dig into this. So we have had three people come to ream Sheila while she is behind bars. And these people are saying kind of the same buzzwords to her, the same repetitively hurtful things, even though Sheila Carter deserves no sympathy, and that's very clear. She certainly thinks that she does, and her little feelings are hurt. And she pledged this week, after Steffy Forrester left their visit, which of course was very harsh, she said she has got to find a way out of there. And when Sheila wants to make something happen, inevitably she does. She is going to be out of prison soon. I have no problem predicting that comfortably, because they're just not going to leave this uber villain behind bars and let her go peaceably off. There's going to be a big thing coming, and it's going to be part of May sweeps. So here's what we're wondering is, how exactly is she going to take her vengeance? And I believe her vengeance plan might be three-pronged. First, let's talk about the most recent person that came to see her, and that's Steffy Forrester. Did you notice Jacqueline McKenswood hiding her baby bump? She is pregnant, and she has her hands in her pocket in her jacket. Her bump is still small, but it's very cute. You can kind of see how she's covering it up in scenes. So she came to see Sheila Carter basically to see her behind bars for herself, and she told her she just wants to see her where she deserves to be. And she promised her that her grandson, Hayes Forrester Finnegan, will never know who she is, will never see her, will never hear her name, and will never know anything about her. And of course, that just devastated Sheila, because she went to so much trouble to be able to see her grandson Hayes, but of course she blew it up all in her face by being out of control and shooting people and, just general typical Sheila stuff. So the question is, how will she get revenge on Steffy? And with Steffy, she could hurt her directly. She could shoot her again. She could shoot Finn again. But the main way to hurt Steffy would be to take baby Hayes. So I really wonder if part of Sheila's final act is going to be stealing her grandson, because Steffy isn't the only person that has told her, you will never know this child. It will never happen. You are dead to us. You don't exist. You're a ghost. So Steffy definitely is somebody who has rubbed Sheila the wrong way, in a very dangerous way, because she thinks Sheila will never get out now because she's got this first-degree murder charge pending. But everybody should know by now that you can never count Sheila Carter down or out. So Steffy's got to pay, and we wonder if she's going to pay by taking her child from her. Then there's the matter of Bill Spencer. Bill convinced Sheila that he loved her, that he was going to get her this great new life, and she's pretty butthurt about it still. Mind you, she was over in Deacon Sharp's bed, so it wasn't like she had fallen head over heels for Bill and was just jumping into his arms. She was using him to stay out of jail, but, Sheila's crazy, and you can't talk logic to crazy people. So Bill Spencer is somebody who has come to see her in jail, told her she's going to rot, told her she deserves it, and gloated that he tricked her, and just, again, rubbed right up against that psycho's worst side, and he's going to have to pay for that. The big question is, for me, will Sheila come directly for Bill? Will she shoot him? Will she throw him out of a helicopter? Wouldn't that be karmic fun? Will she do something horrible to him? Or will she decide to target the woman that he now says he loves, Katie Logan? Because Bill lied to Sheila about loving her, and now he's run immediately back to Katie and is trying to convince her that he loves her. We have to wonder if Sheila might decide to do something to Katie to hit Bill where it will hurt him more. Because definitely it would hurt Bill if she shot him, I don't know, dropped a piano on his head, whatever. But it would devastate him if she did something terrible to Katie or kidnapped Katie. So that is something to watch for. And I'm really wondering if Katie is going to be the tool that she uses to punish Bill, and that if Baby Hayes is the tool she uses to punish Steffy. The big question then is, how will she punish the third person that I think is on her radar right now? And that's Taylor Hayes. Because Taylor said the same kind of things that Steffy said. She said, you are never going to know your grandchild. You are never going to be around him. You are not going to be part of his life. You are garbage. You are nothing to any of us, yada, yada, yada. And you could just see Sheila turning more and more purple as she got enraged. And the big question is, how can she punish Taylor? Taking Baby Hayes would definitely punish Taylor, because then Sheila would be the only grandmother that child would grow up knowing. Or she could grab Steffy when she grabs Hayes, and that would be a really good way to punish Taylor. She might grab Taylor and take her along. She might directly kidnap her and force her to come along, give her therapy, take care of the baby while Sheila's driving. There's no telling, but I definitely feel like the core focus that Sheila is going to have when she gets out is looking at Bill and Steffy and Taylor. These are the people who have showed up to see her in prison, who have read her for filth, have told her all the ugly, harsh truths about herself, and who she despises right now. She might leave Lee Finnegan alone. We'll have to wait and see. I'm still wondering if Lee is going to show up at the prison. If Lee shows up at the prison to have her say, then she's probably going to be back on Sheila's radar too. So I feel certain that it's safe to say that May Sweeps on Bold is going to center around Psycho Sheila Carter's jailbreak and what she does for retribution, and whether she gets a clean break, and if she can leave LA on the run. A lot of people are hoping that she will head to Genoa City, and we'll see Sheila back on Young and the Restless, which would be a lot of fun. They could use a good villain over there. They just killed off their last one. So we'll have to wait and see. But what do you think? How do you think is the best way that Sheila can punish the people that she feels have hurt her, because she can't see that she's the monster in this picture? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.